Do you want to know the real reason that Ye, or formerly known as Kanye, is so public about all this crazy divorce drama between he and his former wife, Kim Kardashian? I'm going to be breaking it all down for you right here in this video, so stay tuned. Hey there, I'm Rebecca Zung. I am a lawyer. I am also a narcissist negotiation expert. And in these videos and on this channel, I teach you how to shift the dynamic with narcissists. And if that sounds like something that you want to be able to do, get out of the drama, trauma, chaos, and become the most powerful person in the room, make sure that you subscribe to this channel and hit that notification bell. Okay, so this divorce, which has been over for a while, has taken a massive bitter turn and become very, very public because it all started when Ye, formerly known as Kanye, on February 4th, shared a screenshot of a writing that he said, where he said, since this divorce, I need to know what I should do about my daughter being put on TikTok against my will. And he was talking about North. I guess was saying that Kim Kardashian was putting her on TikTok against his will. And Kim basically has been responding, saying something like, he likes to be in control. And, she was saying that she is the only parent who's been the main provider, that he barely sees his children, and he's been very inconsistent. He has been sort of responding in public, saying that he gave up his phone and that he has been taking the children to school every day, that he's moved across the street. Sources have said that this is not true, that he barely sees his children. And this has been going on in a very, very public way. And the sources have been basically saying that he has just been trying to start drama as a way of controlling the situation. And for those of you who are out there dealing with, the big narcissists, you know what is going on here. Narcissists need to have drama. They want to have control. They want to have the attention put on themselves. They do this so that they can take control of the situation. And that's what's really going on here. He feels like she's got control of the children, and he didn't like that she did something that he didn't want to have happen. So what did he do? He did something so that he felt like he was taking control of the situation in a very, very public way. She's got millions and millions of followers on Instagram. And so how can he hurt her? How can he hurt Kim? He goes very, very public and hurts her, or does something that he feels will hurt her in a very, very public way. And he even goes a step further and tries to hurt her even more by saying something like he accused her of putting a hit out on her and didn't even immediately respond to that comment. So, I mean, it's really getting very, very bitter in a very, very public way. And, it's very sad because the kids are old enough now at this point to know what's going on. They're the only ones that are really going to be hurt by this. And, it does seem like Kim is trying to maintain control of this situation and not have this become a public forum. And I guess she said something like, Kanye's constant attacks on me in interviews and social media is actually more hurtful than any TikTok North might create. She wrote, as the parent who is the main provider and caregiver for our children, I'm doing my best to protect our children, protect our daughter, while also allowing her to express her creativity in the medium she wishes with adult supervision because it brings her happiness. Now, perhaps maybe at this point, she should not be doing, allowing her to continue to do that because it's just going to continue to aggravate the situation. But she added, divorce is difficult enough on our children, and Kanye's obsession with trying to control and manipulate our situation is so negatively and publicly is only causing further pain for all. But, you know, he's just trying to control and make her look bad in a very, very public forum. And apparently the other thing that he was doing is he's starting to date somebody else. And as everybody may recall, when he first started dating Kim Kardashian, he was trying to change her wardrobe, change how she looked, dress her. And now he's starting to do the same thing with his new girlfriend, Julia Fox. And right on the second date, what does he do as his big, massive romantic gesture? He buys her an entire new wardrobe. And what does that sound like, people? That sounds like, say it with me, love bombing. Yes, it does. Love bombing is what happens at the very beginning of a narcissistic relationship. And if you want to know more about love bombing, I do have a whole video on love bombing, which you can definitely check out. But, you know, it is a massive red flag at the beginning of a relationship. So if you are seeing that at the beginning of a relationship, people, definitely run the other direction. So I'm seeing some massive red flags. And so the real reason that Ye is so public about this divorce drama is because he is trying to take control. He is trying to get the attention back to himself. This is what you see in divorce negotiations a lot of the time, because he's getting narcissistic supply out of this situation. And this is why they don't settle. This is why the divorce continues to go on, rages on many, many times, because he is getting something out of this. He is getting narcissistic supply out of this. And by the way, what he is doing with this whole thing with Julia Fox, remember, he didn't really want this divorce from Kim. So what he is trying to do is show her that he's got this new source of supply. Look at me. I've got this other better source, and look what I'm doing. And I'm now doing the same thing with her that I did with you. And I'm love bombing her. And look at me. I'm giving her this whole brand new wardrobe. And look at me giving this massive love bombing, massive romantic gesture, and very public, extremely public situation, so that everybody can see, everybody knows what's going on, lots and lots of press around it. I mean, it's so obvious what is going on there with that. And all of it is being played out in the public eye, lots and lots of drama around it, lots and lots of opportunity for supply to be coming his way for that ego. So that's the real reason that this is happening. And if you agree with me, give me an agree or a totally in the comments. I would love to know what you think about this situation. And give me a like, give me a share. Make sure that you subscribe to this channel for more information on how to negotiate powerfully with narcissists, or how to shift the dynamic with any toxic personality. And if you are getting ready to negotiate, make sure to grab my free Crush My Negotiation prep worksheet. It's 15 pages, free ebook. And I also have a support group on Facebook, which you are very welcome to join, Narcissist Negotiators with Rebecca Zung. And I will make sure to drop a link to all of that below. I'm so glad that you're here. Remember that today is always a great day to start negotiating your best life. And I will see you in the next video.